Hi,
Hi,
how are
y'all.
you? How is everybody? I'm a little tired today. I'm so sorry. Brandy probably is too. She had to go back to work, so
Yeah, back at work.
I spent a few hours at my mom's house vacuuming and laundry and anyhow. Hmm. So there's that. So Kat, Kat's not here, I don't think, but Kat became a member. Can you see that at the top? It says Kat became a new member. Thank you,
I didn't
Kat.
know. I see where you said "Welcome to the family, Cat." So
I
my
did.
StreamYard
Yeah.
don't show that anything else.
Oh, it doesn't show you that. Okay.
Yeah, it don't
Hi,
show me the little
Sean. Sean's here. Sean and Chantel. Look at that. Sean and Chantel.
Sean and Chantel. Awesome.
And Renee and Natalie.
Yay! And
And,
Katrina and
and
Sue.
Karen and Gail. All right. Everybody saying hello, hello, hello. Hi, 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 hi. How is the weather? The weather is actually very pleasant where I'm at. It's been in the 70s, a little cool in the evenings. It's been pretty nice. I like it.
We don't have any cool evenings. Send that a little bit my way.
I would if I could. I
It's
would.
hot. I about died when I got in the car. I need to get one of those. What are those little thingies that you put in your windows that are like foil?
Oh, the
Um,
shield, like the sun
I need
shield thing.
Yeah, I need one of those because I got in the car and I was like,
Well, even
it's
my
hot.
car, my car was sitting in my mom and dad's with the windows rolled up, and it was hot in my car, and it was only, I mean, it might be 80 something today. I don't know. Hi, Katrina. How are you? And Sue. Oh, Sean is all caught up. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
You had some reading to do, huh?
I'm telling, but it's
Renee
not
is.
hard to read with this though. It is so good.
It's rainy in South Carolina.
Oh, we had
It's
rain a little
79
bit.
where you're at in Mason. I don't know what it is here. What is it here? It's been in the 70s though. I don't think it's gotten into the 80s. Oh, guess what, Karen? It's 79 here too. We live
Wait,
about a
it's
half an
79
hour
there.
apart. What?
It's 79 there.
Yeah,
It's
79.
80. It's 80 something here right now, and that's like milder. And they already told us to put our air conditioners on tonight because it's supposed to uh, be hot. In the morning, they said it'll be a cool 89 degrees.
Oh, a cool 89.
Cool 89. That's not cool. That's not cool.
No, no, mm-mm, no. That's hot. It's going to get up to 89 by the weekend or next week one day. I don't know. Sean's like, hey, I just read a whole book and 100 more pages. That's a snap. Just got it.
Hey, Jeanette.
Awesome. Jeanette
Oh,
is
Natalie,
here.
that is awesome. You had it removed. Yay. Well, I'm glad he did a good job of it.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Well, here we are. Here's our book. Okay. I was looking at Amazon to get a picture of this to do a good thumbnail. And I saw another book. I saw a picture, of another book, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what book is that?" And it said it was book 3, and I'm like,
Right.
"Wait, it had a woman on the cover. It had
No.
a picture. Yeah, yes. Go check Amazon sometime. It had a picture of her on the cover. And you can tell it's her because you can see tattoos, the dark black tattoos up the one arm. And she's in like
Oh,
a black dress and everything. So they must have a new edition or something with like a picture on the cover instead of, because all I've ever known is they all look like this, right? They
yeah,
all
with
look,
like the
yeah,
heraldic symbols.
yeah. I mean, like, does it have the same creature? No, like this one. This one looks kind of like a wolf, right? You
Right.
look at it closely, it looks kind of like a wolf, I think. And then this one looks like a crow or a raven.
Mm-hmm.
And look, it's holding a ring. See it holding a ring there? But yeah, no, it was not a coloring book.
Hey,
It
Mickey
wasn't a
Joe.
coloring book. It was pretty cool though. Like if they're going to redo the books with these fancier covers with pictures,
That'll be
I
pretty.
was like, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyhow,
Oh,
yeah, I know there are coloring books too. Brandy and I've talked about those, but this was just the novel. I think it was the third one, I think. Anyhow,
Mickey
so
Joe came in.
I see Mickey Joe. What is Mickey Joe doing? I just got done talking to Mickey Joe's sister.
Ah, Jenny. I love me
Yeah,
some Jenny.
yeah. Well, I ordered something from Jenny's shop.
Me too.
Well, it's kind of stuck. Let's just put
Oh,
it that way. It's
oh no.
stuck. Yeah. It's sitting in Detroit. It's been in Detroit for days. Days. So, oh, Mickey's crocheting.
Oh, nice.
Did you see what
Oh,
I'm
hey,
talking
Danielle.
about, Sean? Did you see the covers I was talking about? I only saw one. Like I only saw one of the books had the fancy cover, but hey Danielle.
Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe they only did it for that one.
I
Although
don't
usually if they
know.
do it for one, they do it for all of them.
Yeah, like
I'm going to have to go looking.
I only saw the one, but then I stopped looking. I wasn't going to look all day long, but that one just popped up and I was like, "Whoa, what is that?" I was thinking it was a totally different book or like another book, but it wasn't. It's book 3. Interesting. But all right. So, Sue and I talked one day real quick and she said she started listening to it and she was like, he was just going back to the other book or just doing the, synopsis of the, I have to kill everybody in the other one. And I said, well, it only does it briefly. It was really brief. It didn't go back and tell a lot of stuff, you know?
They just need that little bit to remind you, because
Yeah.
sometimes people don't read the books one right after the other. Sometimes you might read one and then you might pick it up later. So just a small little brief, hey,
Just to remember where you were.
Remind you what had happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say that you could not read the series without reading all of them. I mean, they're not standalones at all. There's a whole lot of information that you learned in the first one that you need to go on to the next one. But you have to read them in order. Yeah. But the little synopsis went pretty quickly. There wasn't a whole long drawn out, retelling of everything. But anyhow.
No, but I do definitely have some I'm really surprised with myself that I am having a little bit of conflicting emotions because I really like Tamlin, but right now he's making me a little pissed off. And I didn't really like Rysand before, but now I'm kind of I'm like, no, am I going to start switching teams now? Because I'm like, okay, dude, you've got to give her some space. And Rysand is, I don't know, he's not being a jerk or anything like that, but he's trying to teach her. And Tamlin wants to keep her all. And I understand maybe it's because, he lost her once and if it weren't for them bringing her back, but he doesn't want her to even think about the powers that she could have. And I understand he doesn't want her to die or anything like that. But at the same time, it's like, dude, it's almost like you're making her a prisoner now when you didn't make her a prisoner before, when she was supposed to be a prisoner.
Right. Right. Where I think what Rysand's doing is good for her. She needs to learn, especially that mind thing.
Exactly.
How to block people out.
I mean, if he was being selfish, why would he teach her the exact thing to keep him out of her head as well as anybody else?
Exactly. Right.
So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of changing camps here.
I know. And Kieran, he has let her know that he thinks that she might have more powers than anybody knows, right? Yeah. Because of all the High Lords, she's got something of everybody, Pretty weird.
And Tamlin thinks that makes her a target because the High Lords aren't going to want to have lost some of their power to her Whereas Rysand's like, you really could make a difference. You need to be, he's telling her she needs to be her own self. You're not someone's slave. You're not somebody's, and I'm just like,
And then he just left her. He didn't even bother her for the rest of the week after they had all of that, their conflict and their conversation and all that. He just left her alone for the rest of the week. And she kept doing her thing and kept practicing and kept writing those interesting sentences. Rysand is the best in the world, and Rysand is this and that. And, I was like, okay, well,
But yeah, I didn't expect to feel this conflictedness, because I was like, oh, she's going to be with Tamlin. But, she got so, I mean, she was obviously apprehensive about the marriage when she didn't think about that she was, because and he had left her alone, for 3 months, right?
Yeah.
But when she, she's just like, God, I need help. And, because obviously she was struggling to, get married. She thought she wanted to. And then who comes in and saves her? He's like, well, I heard you. You asked. You called out. He had left her alone. You called out. You wanted help. So.
There it is, Sue. See, it's her.
Well, no, but Throne of Glass is a different series, though.
This is a Court of Wings and Ruin.
Oh, that's the name of it?
This is book 3. This is her. See the tattoo on her hand, up her arm?
Oh.
That's book 3. Yeah. It's not Throne of Glass. That's book 3 in this series. So it's the only one I can find with a picture on it like that. It's pretty cool, though, isn't it?
Yep.
She looks pretty badass there, doesn't she?
She does. She's like, I'm ready to kick.
She got a sword, and she's like, I'm ready. Let's go. I think it's pretty cool, right? It'd be cool if they came out with all of them, right? With a cover like that.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see the covers. Yeah. I'd kind of like to see, how do they depict Tamlin? How do they depict Rysand?
I know, right? Then we have to know, who's the artist? Who's that artist? Who drew that? Anyhow, yeah, Tamlin is being kind of a dick. You're right. He is. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it, Sean? I like it. It's really neat. But
yep. Wouldn't it be interesting? Wouldn't it be interesting if we could, some of the, because if you've looked, some of the books, cover arts of a lot of different books are very, very cool looking. And I'm like, wouldn't it be cool one day to be able to get that artwork from an artist as a diamond painting? I don't know about you, but I mean, that looks like a pretty cool picture. I'd love to diamond paint.
Well, it's the paperback. It's paperback. It's a paperback version. It's $23.27. It's number 3. I'm going to put it in my cart. I mean, why not, right? Why not? I'll make the next one after this. Anyhow. So, don't you think it was interesting that she's at the wedding, right? She's at the wedding. She's gone along with whatever they wanted her to do. Oh, look at the second image. Oh, scroll over. Joe's here. Oh, shoot.
What?
Oh, crap. There's all of them.
Oh, with the images.
With pictures. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Do they have any that show what he looks like? I want to see what they picture Tamlin as.
They only have 3. They have the Court of Thorns and Roses.
Okay.
A Court
of Mist and
Fury. And Court of Frost and Starlight. Oh, but then it shows this one is the front as the other page. So there's 4. It's showing 4 of them with those covers. That's pretty cool. All right. Hey, Robert. Yes, I'm here with Miss Googles.
Hey, Joe.
Yes. So, I mean, she's at the first of all, she just went along with whatever they said, you know? She's just like their little pawn, you know? And she's like, okay, whatever, you know, you want me to do this? Okay, we'll have the wedding like this and I'll wear this and blah, blah, blah. And she's
Yeah,
just
she
like,
didn't even like the dress or him. He didn't like the dress either. Yet,
no, I know.
well, this is how it's done.
Yeah. But they don't, nobody's saying anything. They're just going along with this chick and whatever she wants is what's happening, you know, and whatever. Okay. But geez, would, and so then she's got all of these feelings. Like she's really, really struggling with everything. She's
Yes.
struggling. Yes, Tamlin's the love of her life. That's who she wanted to be with. She did all this for him, but she can't get it out of her head what she did.
She feels like she's not worthy of
Right.
him because of what she did. That's why that color
Yeah.
red like triggers her. It's
Yeah.
also why I think why she doesn't want to paint. She doesn't feel worthy to be where she's at, but at the same time, she's also struggling, I think, just being who she is now because she's very different. You know, she's stronger.
Yeah.
But she wants to be more than just some little here's your paints, just paint and sit there
Just
and
sit over here in the little room in the office or the library, wherever you're going to do your thing, and just behave, just be quiet, just, you know. I don't really trust her either, Sean. I don't trust her either.
No, I don't either because you know she made a point saying that maybe Ianthe would have been a better choice for him, even though she loves him.
Yeah.
You know, and so how do we know that she's not, you know, whatever? The other thing is that I also, I don't know, I didn't like that when she came back from Ryzan, like, yeah, he did first ask her, is everything okay? Did he do anything? But then it's, what does everything look like? What's the, you know, I mean, like the full, like she was a spy or something.
Yeah. Tell us everything. What can you tell us about? I know. Yeah. So I think.
But we did get a steamy scene. We got a very steamy scene in one part. Whew! I was sitting there reading it, going, "Oh, I wasn't expecting quite the. I could see it in my eyes, the detail."
Well, you know, that makes it good. It makes it good.
Whew. Oh yeah, I was right there where she was. I was like, okay.
Wait, Brandy, you were right there where she was. Hang on, wait a minute.
No, I mean, like she paints it with words so well that, like, whenever I read, the one thing with me is when I read, it's almost like a little mini movie is playing in my head. Like I can see everything.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm literally like, oh, okay. Well, oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I normally don't read these kind of books or, you know, books that have that kind of scenes in it. So it was just like,
I know, right?
Oh.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting the clothing that she wore when she went there. Hey, Melly. Like,
hey, Melly.
You know, the different clothes that she had on when she was there. She had different colors of the same outfit or whatever.
Yeah,
and when she came,
did it remind you of a genie-like outfit?
Yes.
Like the way she described it?
Yeah. And her belly's hanging out, you know, and she just.
I'm thinking, I dream a genie.
Yeah. But then, oh man, when she got back there, they were just like, ugh, you know, like, ugh, like, ugh. She probably looked hot, but you know, just because it was their clothing, they were all bent out of shape about it. But
yeah,
I thought it was very interesting how he really, Rysand, hears her, feels her, sees her, knows she's throwing up, sees what's in her head, what's in her heart, how she feels. And then when she's like, no, help me, get me out of here. I can't do this. And boom, there he was, right?
Yep.
There he was, ready to just take her off to his land and, got her out of there. And again, he helped her again because she didn't have to say anything. She didn't have to say anything to that whole crowd of people like, I can't marry you. I just can't marry you right now. He saved her again.
He did. That's kind of been a theme here recently. Like, we think that he's being mean, but then when you look at it, he has saved her over and over. And now, I feel like he's trying to get her to realize you're not just some pretty thing on an arm. You're not just some thing to smile. And yes, there can be a high lady. Just FYI, there can be.
Yeah.
Whereas Tamlin said, no, there can't. There is no such thing.
That I found interesting, the high lady part. There are no high ladies, but there could be a high lady, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And with all of her powers, I'm just going to predict. I'm going to predict. She does have extreme powers.
I'm thinking so too.
And she's, if you look at the cover on that book 3, she's going to become a badass, right? She's going to learn how to harness all those powers, and she's going to be out there fighting on the front lines with everybody. It kind of reminds me of the Vikings. Did you ever watch the Vikings show?
No.
Oh, man. Because what's her name? I can't remember her name now. The Shield Maiden lady. She's as badass as any of the guys, any of the men Vikings are. She's out there fighting with everybody, and she's, I see it coming. It's going to happen. It's going to come. And if her
even Lucian thinks that she should be trained, it's Tamlin that's going, no.
Yeah,
no.
He said we could. Yes, thank you, Lagatha. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, Lagatha is she is like a badass Viking chick, man, and she'll kick anybody's ass, right? She's bad, but and so something's going to have to happen. She's going to automatically start learning about the powers, I think, even on her own. Like, she's learned about how strong she is, how fast she is. She was afraid she burnt the table. Remember that?
What about the fact of seeing through Lucian's eyes?
Right. So she's going to start learning about the powers on her own without anybody else helping her and training her.
Yep.
She's going to start developing them on her own anyhow. So Tamlin better get his shit together and decide he's going to have to let her and help her.
Yeah. If he wants to keep her, because at this point, if he keeps pushing her down and holding on to her, he's going to hold on so tightly that she's going to go the opposite direction.
Yep, that's true.
But also, what did you think about the whole tithe thing? Wow, that was just, because she's just like, are you kidding? Because she remembers what it feels like to be starving and whatnot. And he's like,
and she gave them her jewels and stuff. Like, here.
And he's like, how dare you?
Right. So she's already.
This is how it's always been.
Yeah, so? She's already gone against his wishes, and I think he's going to have to accept that she's a strong, powerful woman, not arm candy that's just going to sit and paint pretty pictures and be taken care of. Right?
And the whole thing is that she's never been that type of person to begin with. Why do you think she was out hunting for her family? She's never been one that has ever wanted to just sit and do nothing.
No.
So for him to expect that of her now, when that's never been, he fell in love with her spirit.
Right.
So why tamp it now?
Right. He's gonna have to make some adjustments. Yep. Yeah, probably, Sean. We'll probably see that pond fairy person, whatever, in the future. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt
she said she's not gonna forget it. She's, me and my sisters will never forget this.
Yep. exactly. So it'll be interesting moving forward how she's got a week with Rysand every month. She's
Yep.
already learning things in her brain and her head, the shields and whatnot. She's learning that part, which you're right. It's very interesting that he would go ahead and teach her that because that loses his communication with her.
Yep.
That's his way to communicate and find out what's going on. But,
But I
he'd
think
rather
now also
be.
she now knows, though, as this progresses, I kind of foresee that she's going to use that link to be able to be like, I need help or I need this. She's going to be able to shield when she wants, but I don't know. Something tells me he's going to
But
continue to
open
help her.
up to him when she wants to open up to him through that path.
Yep.
Yeah. You're probably right. Yeah. Well, next week, you guys, I am not going to Tennessee, but I am going on a little mini vacation throughout the week, so I won't be here, just like I had said, previous. So
Right.
we're not going to have book club next week. I know. Now Sue's like, so then we should read 200 chapters for the next week, and I'm like, no, because I'm not going to have time to read.
But he's like, wait a minute,
No, I'm going to be out doing stuff. I'm not going to be sitting around somewhere reading a book. So I don't think I can get 200 pages done. No. Anyhow, so the next one will be on the 17th. Wow, it's a long time away, isn't it?
It just means we have to really bide our time, which is going to be very difficult to not go past. I'm going to have to just kind of forget about the book.
Don't read it for a while. Just put it aside for a while. Go read something else for a minute and come back to it.
Yep.
Yeah. Come back to it, like on the 13, 14, something like that. Let's see. What does another 200 pages? Does it take us to the end of a chapter? Let's see. 100 pages, not 2.
I agree, Sean. King Hybern is strong, but I think if she's got 7 High Lords coursing through her, I think she's definitely something that I don't think anybody's ever seen, including King Hybern.
Right.
Now, granted, we don't want King Hybern to get a hold of her and use her to his benefit. That's the only thing I worry about.
Wow.
Or kill her. But she obviously doesn't get killed because she's the main character. You wouldn't have this many books if she was killed. So
exactly, it's just going to be her. It's going to be her developing, and her relationship with Tamlin and Rysand, and then the war that's going to come, and King Hybern and all that, and then they're going to all have to fight him and whatever, and So, anyhow, another 100 pages takes us through chapter 18.
Okay.
So read through chapter 18.
So it's another 9 chapters. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So stop.
Don't read 19.
Nope. Don't read 19. All right. You ready for your cliffhanger? Here's the cliffhanger.
Yeah, we're ready.
Rhys shuddered. The most human gesture I'd seen him make. What did you see? I pushed. Jurian, Rhys said. He appeared exactly as Jurian looked the last time I saw him, facing Amarantha when they fought to the death. I did not want to learn how the bone carver knew who we'd come to ask about.
Okay.
So who's the bone carver? I don't know. And they're still talking about Jurian. Where did his eyeball go? Did it just get burned up with her?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that too.
Where does eye go? I don't know. Weird, right? So why is he still such an important thing? I don't know.
There's obviously something, because he still has consciousness within his little whatever thing. But
he what? He still had consciousness within his little thing.
Yeah, they said that that's why the eyeball moves. There's like he's still there. That was a form of torture. He's still literally in that whatever ring thing in his finger. I mean, so it's not just dead.
That's right, Sean. Dum dum dum. They died. They did. There's Jurian lives on somewhere. I don't know. Is he out there causing trouble? I don't know.
I don't know. But now I'm gonna have to go an entire week and then a whole nother almost week before I start reading, because otherwise it'll be too tempting.
I know. Well, I have another book I'm reading, so my plan is to just finish that one, read that one straight through, finish that one, and then I'll start this one. So
I'll be able to finish 2 books by that point.
Well, I'm gonna be, cruising around doing stuff. So
well,
yeah. Anyhow. Well, I think my dinner is just about done. I hear Mr. Dipple is out there. He's grilling some steak.
Oh, do y'all ever put Dale's steak seasoning on it?
Put what?
Yeah, maybe it's only in the South. I don't know, but there's a steak seasoning that's called Dale's, D-A-L-E, Dale's, and oh my God, it is like the best thing to put on steaks. It is
never heard of it. I have never heard of it.
It's so good.
Okay. Well, my plan within the next week or so is to go into Amazon and buy one of the cameras that's in my cart. One of those cameras, still trying to decide which one. The Canon M50 or the Sony VZ1, I believe that's the name of it. So I'm going to decide between one of those two. And then when I order that, I have the book in my cart too.
Oh.
I'll get the sexy badass book. I'm going to look and see if I can find the other ones too. See if they come with the beautiful, beautiful covers like those.
Yeah, those would be interesting.
I know. I was really surprised today when I saw that. I was like, whoa, what is this? Yeah, I'm going to have to look and see if I can find the other ones. Anyhow, I bet you they're here somewhere. If I look long enough, right?
I mean, you saw many pictures of them, so.
I know, on the back of the other ones, so they got to be here someplace. If Joe's still here, Joe, let me know if you find them. Besides on the back of the other book. But anyhow. All right, I'm going to go eat some food. Some food.
Joe says he noticed those are marketplace books, not from Amazon. I don't know what marketplace books mean.
I don't either. What does that mean? Let's see. Oh, like where they're coming from? Ships from, and it's sold by Knowledge Cat. Knowledge Cat. I wonder if I can go to Knowledge Cat and look up the other ones. Wonder if they have all of them.
Natalie says she thinks that in the end, she's going to try to join the fairy world and the human world.
Oh, like join them together? Oh, so they're not separate anymore? Maybe separate the worlds more completely? I don't know. Huh. I don't know. I mean, in many books, don't they all kind of live together in the same place? Or are they always like separate? Brandy's like, well, I don't know.
On and off. I mean, like, there's Prithian, which I kind of take as like that whole area, and then it's separated into the courts. But I mean, maybe Prithian is the common ground, and then they have their own little courts outside of there. I don't know.
I was just thinking, like, in other books besides this one, can't humans and fairies live together?
If the fairies don't try to take over the humans, and if the humans don't stay scared of the fairies. But, as human nature tends to fear those that have powers as far as that are different from humans, and they do, and they're immortal. And so, how can they be trusted, kind of thing. So, and plus they've had some bad experiences.
Tear down the wall. Tear down the wall. I don't know. It's been a while now. The throwing up thing, I don't know.
See, I'm wondering now if she's throwing up because of her consciousness or because of her conscious.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Katrina. That one's on Amazon. You can buy it on Amazon. So I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just looking to see if I could find any more. I haven't found any more, though.
Well, there is one place you can look.
Where?
The publishing house. If you type in the from the publishing house, sometimes you can find the newest editions or whatever and be able to go from there.
Well, I'll keep doing some research. Let's see what I find. Anyhow. Okay, time for me to go have some food.
Go eat you some steak.
I can smell the steak. Yeah, I can smell it. It smells good.
I'm going to be having chicken fingers. That's what I'm having tonight. Chicken fingers and fries.
All right. Well, I'm going to go eat. All right. So for book club, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And we'll continue. All right. Okay. Sorry, I got to, make you wait. But, the coast is calling. I think lighthouses. I think that's what we're going to do. So.
Oh, and you're going to vlog while you're there, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Probably not a whole bunch. But anyhow, okay, I'm off. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Guys. Yep, 2 weeks. There you go. All right. Bye, guys.